Welcome to Roncelli's MPG Safety Orientation. We thank you for being a part of our site. Contractors and visitors must contact Roncelli prior to entering. All contractors and visitors to MPG must be placed into the COMSOL system by Ford's host and sign in at the security office. If an emergency happens, call MPG Security. Then call the Track Safety Office and call Roncelli. Be ready to provide the following information: name and company, location at MPG, and be able to describe the emergency. In the event of a tornado or inclement weather, work will come to an immediate halt. Shelter-in-place locations are highlighted on the evacuation maps in yellow or with yellow tornado shelter area signs. The main gate will be closed. Do not attempt to go to your personal vehicle. Do not leave the shelter area until all clear is given to you. In the main building, the fire alarm is 4 to 7 second blasts with a 5-second pause. Tornado alert is 30-second pulsating blasts. In the event of a fire, work will immediately be stopped. Remember to remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit of the building or site. Evacuation signs are posted throughout the buildings. Review and understand where to go for evacuations. Additional information can be answered by your Roncelli point of contact. Contractors must follow Ford and MPG rules. Read and understand Ford's O1100 Global Construction Safety Document. Violations of rules will be subject to disciplinary action. For waste disposal, contact Roncelli, who will coordinate with MPG's environmental engineer for proper disposal. MPG has several entrances onto the proving ground. The entrance used will be determined by the type and location of the work being performed. Warning: MPG has many steep grades. Contact the construction management group and do not perform work until authorized. There is zero tolerance of theft or stealing, and all Ford property must remain at Ford. When driving onto MPG Complex, keep the following rules in mind. First, vehicles and persons on company property are subject to inspection. Cameras and cell phones with image capturing devices are prohibited. No text or cell phone use while driving. Check in at the track office before using the track system. Seatbelt use is mandatory. The speed limit by buildings is 15 miles per hour. The speed limit inside buildings is 5 miles per hour. Keep your lights on for safety. Look out for and stop for pedestrians in the crosswalk. Any chemicals entering the facility must be reported to security. And M-plate vehicles must sign in and out. Roncelli permission is required prior to obtaining driving privileges. Roncelli will contact the track office to schedule an orientation or discuss options for driver tier training. A track orientation and minimum Tier 2 driving rating is required to drive on MPG. Daily check-in at the track office is required when driving at MPG. The track office will issue a radio that is required to request access to test roads. Headlights need to be turned on for safety, and be aware, several roads are one-way only. If you are involved in a vehicle accident, do not move the vehicle. Contact security, the track office, and Roncelli. Do not exit your vehicle unless authorized by the track office. Complete your incident statement prior to departing the scene. MPG has autonomous or driverless vehicles being tested. Test roads with autonomous vehicles are closed to all other traffic. Areas will be coned off with green cones during testing. Do not proceed past the green cones or flashing signs that state the track is closed. Approval from the track office is required to enter any track closure. Personnel who have not had a track orientation may drive at MPG only by following an MPG-approved escort. When following, do not deviate from the escort's route. When driving onto MPG's site, the following process must be followed. First, semi-trucks or delivery trucks must park in the truck lane identified on the next slide. drivers will walk on the authorized path to security office and complete paperwork. Second, drivers of other small vehicles must park in the visitor-signed area identified on the next slide and follow the same process. See the truck parking lanes and visitor-signed area. MPG safety rules must be followed. First, drive slowly. Second, do not cut across traffic. Third, proceed with caution. Any material brought into MPG must have a TOX number or have an SDS and be pre-approved by Roncelli, MPG's safety engineer, and MPG's environmental engineer before entering the proving grounds. Prior to any burning or hot work, a hot work permit is required. Call MPG Security Non-Emergency at 586-752-8543 to obtain a permit. Follow all proper procedures when performing hot work, including but not limited to having an inspected fire extinguisher nearby. Fire watch for 60 minutes after burn, and no combustibles are allowed within 25 feet. Contractors must follow Ford's FAS 08-160 electrical safety requirements. Contractors who need to perform work on the facility's electrical distribution system, whether de-energized or energized, shall meet with Ford's electrical senior authorized person and obtain the necessary electrical permit before they begin work. Contractors must fill out a Ford permit prior to excavating, digging, core drilling, and/or saw cutting. Prior to any core drilling, saw cutting, or excavation work, the contractor must review the drawings with local plant engineering personnel to ensure that underground obstructions and utilities are identified. For excavations where interferences are shown, the contractor must hand dig or hydrovac to locate the interference. Thank you for completing Roncelli's MPG Safety Orientation. Please see the below phone numbers for MPG's Security Non-Emergency and Security Emergency points of contact and the Track Safety Office.